Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be trying chest and triceps, and first up I'm going to be doing, you guessed it, bench press. Last time I did 235 for 7, this time I'm going to go for 8. And in between sets I'm going to be talking about, should you do lower volume and higher intensity compared to higher volume, lower intensity. So I'm gonna get into my first set and then talk about it in between while I'm resting. Okay, so the reason you should be doing lower volume, higher intensity workouts is if you're not progressing, like you're not getting stronger and you're not seeing any noticeable differences in how you look. So I definitely don't think you should just listen to someone random telling you should do it. But if you're doing high volume, low intensity, and you aren't seeing any progress, then you have nothing to lose to try lower volume, higher intensity. And for me personally, I see better progress doing lower volume than I do doing higher volume, which most people think would be the opposite. They think, oh, the more hours you're in the gym, the more progress you're gonna make, which is just not true, because like at a certain point you're just fatiguing your muscles for no really additional like muscle gain. It's just making it to where your next workout you're not going to be able to push as much weight and have the same intensity for your next workout, because you're going to be fatigued from your last high volume workout. So, and low volume or volume in general is just however many sets you're doing. So like probably the average person is doing like 10 or 12 sets per muscle. So like for biceps, they do 10 sets and then they do it again in a couple of days. But I think that it's just way better to do like 2 to like 4 sets. Just because in most people, when they think that, they're like, oh, well, I could just do two to 4 like okay sets, like do a couple like bicep curls, and then they get a little tired and they just put the weight down and they're done. But whenever you're doing lower volume, then you have to do higher intensity, which means that you're really training till failure, to where you can't do one possible more rep. Like to the point where you're doing them and then you can't possibly get one more rep. And that's like on every exercise. So yeah, that's the reason that you should. Okay, so I did 2 sets of bench press and I got 8 reps, which is good. I did 1 more than last workout, which was on Monday. So, and I feel like that just goes to show that low volume definitely works, because last workout I only did 2 sets too. So yeah, definitely give it a try. So I'm gonna do rope tricep extensions and probably do 2 or 3 sets. Yeah. Let's get into it. And I recommend you just to try doing lower volume, higher intensity for a couple weeks. And if you're making less progress, then definitely don't keep doing it. Go back to what you were doing before. But yeah, I definitely just recommend people to try it at least. I like to kind of experiment with different rep ranges and amount of sets that I do, because I feel like it's just the smartest thing to do. It doesn't make sense to just keep doing the same thing year after year after year, even though you could possibly be making way more progress doing something different, but you just never wanted to try doing anything else.